Welcome back to Kringle's Christmas Stories.
It's Christmas Eve.
It is. And we're so excited to share
Oh, it's
another,
wonderful, isn't it?
it's just heartwarming story with you.
Yeah.
So gather your loved ones close and maybe grab some hot cocoa and cookies.
No, that sounds good.
Let's dive into the hearth of Evergreen Lodge.
Okay.
The first snow of December had come late that year, painting the small mountain town of Willowhaven in pristine white just days before Christmas.
Okay.
Evergreen Lodge sat nestled at the edge of the forest. Its sloped roof blanketed in snow.
Yeah.
Windows glowing amber against the icy dusk. The lodge had stood for generations.
Wow.
Its timbers imbued with the stories of those who had come seeking warmth and solace.
I love that.
Tonight, its sturdy walls embraced the Ferguson family,
Okay.
who were preparing for their first Christmas without their matriarch,
Ow!
Eleanor.
Oh.
Inside, the aroma of pine mingled with the faint sweetness of gingerbread,
Oh, love that.
fresh from the oven. The hearth crackled and popped,
Oh, yeah.
casting a flickering orange light across the living room.
Cozy.
Stockings hung from the mantel, unevenly spaced,
Mm.
a testament to the eager hands of 10-year-old Mia and her younger brother Sam. Mia sat cross-legged by the fire, her long, dark hair tumbling over her face, as she carefully positioned a tiny ceramic reindeer in the nativity scene.
I love that.
Beside her, Sam clutched a toy train,
Oh,
making soft choo-choo sounds as he rolled it along the edge of the rug.
sweet.
Their father Henry stood at the window gazing out at the darkened forest. His silhouette, broad-shouldered but weary,
Yeah.
was softened by the glow of the Christmas tree.
Oh.
The lights blinked in steady rhythm, red and green reflecting off the polished glass ornaments Eleanor had collected over the years.
Oh.
The tree, though beautiful, felt incomplete.
Oh.
Its top was bare, the stars still tucked away in the attic.
Right.
Henry sighed his breath, fogging the window as he turned to his children.
Yeah.
Mia, Sam, he called gently. Time to set the table. Dinner's almost ready.
Okay.
The children scrambled to their feet, Sam dropping his train, and Mia carefully placing the reindeer back in its spot.
Oh, that's cute.
In the adjacent kitchen, the rich, savory scent of roast chicken filled the air.
Oh, wow.
Anna, Henry's sister, stood by the stove,
Okay.
her auburn hair tied back with a red ribbon.
Okay.
She turned as the children entered, her cheeks flushed from the heat of the oven.
Sure.
Perfect timing, she said with a smile. Mia, can you grab the silverware? Sam plates are on the counter.
Oh, it's nice they're all helping.
The children nodded their chatter, filling the room as they worked.
Okay.
Anna glanced at Henry, who had joined her in the kitchen.
Uh-huh.
His face was lined with fatigue,
Ah.
but when he caught her gaze, he managed a small, grateful smile.
Oh.
You're doing okay, Anna said, softly touching his arm.
Oh.
Eleanor would be proud.
I'm sure she would be.
Henry's throat tightened.
Yeah.
He nodded, unable to speak, and turned back to help his children. Dinner was a quiet affair, punctuated by bursts of laughter,
Yeah.
as Sam recounted a particularly disastrous snowball fight he'd had with Mia earlier that afternoon.
That sounds fun.
The table was set with care,
Okay.
the old linen tablecloths and mismatched dishes lending a cozy charm. The centerpiece, a simple arrangement of evergreen branches and red berries, was Mia's handiwork,
Oh, wow.
a tribute to her mother's tradition.
Oh, that's nice.
After the plates were cleared,
Okay.
Anna produced a tin of homemade cookies,
Oh, those are the best.
their golden edges sparkling with sugar.
Hmm.
Sam's eyes lit up, and he reached for one,
I bet he did.
but Anna held the tin just out of reach.
Oh.
She teased.
Oh.
First, we have to do the Christmas wish.
What is that?
Sam groaned dramatically, but Mia's face brightened.
Oh.
She remembered the ritual well.
Okay.
Each person would share a wish for the coming year.
Uh-huh.
Then a cookie would be placed on the mantle for Santa.
Oh, wow.
Her mother had always insisted it was the secret to ensuring their wishes came true.
Ah, I love these traditions.
It sounds like the Ferguson family is trying their best to keep their Christmas traditions alive,
Yeah.
even though they're missing Eleanor terribly.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yes, and it seems like those traditions are giving them a sense of comfort and connection to her memory.
That's nice.
Okay, let's hear what their wishes are.
Okay.
Anna started.
Okay.
I wish for good health and happiness for all of us, she said, her voice steady but soft.
Yeah.
Mia went next.
Okay.
I wish for something magical, she said, her cheeks pink with excitement. Something to make Christmas special again.
Oh, bless her heart.
Henry hesitated when his turn came.
Yeah.
His gaze flickered to the empty seat at the table,
Oh.
the one Eleanor used to occupy.
Yeah.
I wish. His voice faltered and he cleared his throat. I wish for peace.
Oh my gosh.
Sam, unable to contain his excitement any longer, blurted out,
Oh no.
I wish for a puppy.
Oh, of course he does.
Anna smiled, shaking her head at her nephew's enthusiasm.
Oh,
Okay, Sam, a puppy it is, she winked at Mia. Let's get these cookies on the mantle for Santa, shall we?
Oh, how sweet.
Those wishes really showcase where each of them is emotionally this Christmas.
Yeah, they do.
Anna, the ever-practical aunt, focusing on the basics of health and happiness.
Right.
Little Mia, yearning for some of that Christmas magic to return.
Yeah.
And Henry, just wanting some peace during this difficult time.
Of course.
But of course, Sam, being Sam,
Yeah.
just wants a puppy.
Well, you can't blame him for that.
Exactly. Sometimes the simplest wishes are the most heartwarming, aren't they?
They really are.
Absolutely. Okay, let's see what happens next for the Fergusons.
All right.
Later that night, after the children had gone to bed,
Uh-huh.
Henry sat by the fire, staring into the dancing flames.
Okay.
The house was quiet, save for the occasional creak of the old wooden beams
Sure.
and the distant sound of the wind outside.
Okay.
Anna had retired to her room,
Yeah.
leaving him alone with his thoughts.
Right.
He closed his eyes, and memories flooded in. Eleanor's laughter as she strung popcorn garlands,
Oh.
her warm hands guiding Mia's as they shaped cookie dough,
Oh, yeah.
her voice soft and lilting, singing carols as she tucked the children into bed.
Oh.
The ache in his chest was almost unbearable.
I can imagine.
How could he make this Christmas special for them without her?
Yeah.
As if in answer, a faint rustling sound came from the direction of the tree. Henry opened his eyes, frowning.
Oh.
The room was still.
Okay.
The tree lights blinked softly,
Yeah.
their reflections shimmering in the glass ornaments.
Ah.
He shook his head, dismissing the sound as the settling of the house,
Okay.
and leaned back in his chair.
Right.
But then he heard it again.
Oh.
A faint musical chime,
Okay.
like the tinkling of silver balls.
Oh, wow.
He sat up, his heart pounding. The sound seemed to come from the tree.
Yeah.
Slowly he rose and approached it,
Uh,
his breath catching as he noticed something strange.
what is it?
One of the ornaments, a delicate glass sphere with a swirl of gold inside,
Okay.
was glowing faintly.
Wow.
He reached out, hesitant,
Yeah.
and touched it.
Okay.
A warmth spread through his fingertips, followed by a sensation of lightness,
Wow.
as if he were being lifted.
Okay.
The glow intensified, filling the room with a soft golden light.
Wow.
For a moment, Henry felt as though he were standing in a field of stars, the air around him humming with quiet energy.
Oh, wow.
Then just as suddenly the light faded,
Okay.
and the room returned to normal.
Okay.
The ornament, however, remained warm in his hand.
Yeah.
Inside, the swirl of gold seemed to shift,
Oh.
forming the faint outline of a star.
Wow.
Henry's heart raced as he placed it carefully back on the tree.
Okay.
Whatever had just happened, it felt significant.
Wow. That sounds like an incredible experience.
It really does.
It's almost as if the Christmas spirit itself reached out to Henry in that moment.
It really does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And that detail about the gold swirl transforming into a star shape, do you think that's a coincidence? I have a feeling this is just the beginning of something magical.
Oh, I think you might be right.
Okay, let's find out what happens next.
All right. Welcome back to our deep dive into the Hearth of Evergreen Lodge. That glowing ornament has me intrigued. I can't wait to see what happens next.
Me too.
Yeah.
Let's pick up where we left off. The next morning, Mia was the first to notice the ornament.
Okay.
She pointed it out to Sam, who immediately proclaimed it magic.
Of course.
Anna, though skeptical, couldn't deny there was something unusual about its glow.
Right.
As they admired it, Henry retrieved the star for the top of the tree from the attic.
Okay.
Together they placed it, Mia on his shoulders, and Sam cheering as it finally settled into place.
Oh, we love that.
The day passed in a flurry of activity: snowball, fights, hot cocoa, and decorating cookies. But the true magic revealed itself as night fell.
Oh, really?
The glowing ornament began to emit a soft melody, faint but unmistakable, like the chiming of tiny bells.
Wow.
It filled the room with a sense of wonder. And even Anna found herself smiling, her skepticism melting away.
Oh, that's nice.
That night, as the family gathered by the fire,
Okay.
something extraordinary happened. The glow from the ornament seemed to expand,
Wow.
casting a warm golden light that enveloped the room.
Oh,
The children gasped as images began to form within the light.
really?
Memories of Christmases, past moments of laughter and love with Eleanor at their center. Henry watched his throat tight as the light settled on a single image.
Oh, my.
Eleanor, her arms wrapped around Mia and Sam, her smile radiant.
Oh, wow.
It was as if she were there with them. Her presence, a reminder of all they had shared and all they still had to look forward to.
That scene with the ornament projecting those family memories is so powerful. It really drives home the idea that even though someone is physically gone, their presence can still be felt through the love and memories we share.
Yes, and notice how the author chose the Christmas tree ornament as the vessel for these memories.
Right.
Christmas ornaments are often passed down through generations,
Yeah.
becoming imbued with sentimental value and representing those who are no longer with us.
Yeah.
It's as if Eleanor's spirit is literally woven into the fabric of their Christmas celebrations.
I love that.
That's a beautiful observation.
Yeah.
And the fact that it was Mia who noticed the change in the ornament first is significant too.
Oh, how so?
Children are often more open to the idea of magic and a wonder.
Right.
And their innocent perspective can help adults see things in a new light.
Yeah, that's true.
Absolutely. Okay, let's continue with the story and see how the family reacts to this incredible experience.
Okay.
When the light faded, the room was silent.
Okay.
Then Mia whispered, "It's her. She's here." Henry nodded, his eyes glistening.
Yeah.
"She's always with us," he said, his voice steady. "In every memory, in every tradition, in everything we do."
Oh, how sweet.
Christmas morning dawned in a symphony of light and stillness. The world outside Evergreen Lodge blanketed in a shimmering frost.
Beautiful.
The sun rising over the snow-draped pines
Yeah.
cast a golden glow through the frosty window panes,
Okay.
painting the room in soft hues of amber and silver.
Wow.
Inside the fireplace crackled faintly,
Okay.
the embers of last night's fire still glowing with a steady warmth.
Cozy.
A hushed excitement hung in the air,
Yeah.
the promise of the day ahead mingling with the lingering sense of wonder from the night before.
Yeah.
Mia and Sam were the first to stir,
Okay.
their laughter echoing through the lodge as they darted down the stairs, their
Yeah.
feet barely touching the ground.
Oh.
Their stockings, once limp and lonely, were now bursting with small gifts and treats.
Oh, wow.
Sam let out a gleeful shout as he pulled out a set of miniature trains,
Oh, how fun.
while Mia found a delicate silver locket engraved with a snowflake,
Wow.
her breath catching as she traced the design with her fingers.
That description of Christmas morning is so vivid, I can almost feel the warmth of the fire and hear the children's excited laughter. It's a beautiful contrast to the somber mood of the previous night.
I agree. It's as if the magical experience with the ornament has lifted a weight from their hearts, allowing them to embrace the joy of Christmas morning.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I find it interesting that Mia received a locket engraved with a snowflake.
Yeah.
It seems like a symbolic gift considering the magical events of the night before.
Right?
You're right. Snowflakes are often associated with individuality and uniqueness, and they're also incredibly delicate and fleeting,
Right.
much like memories.
Yeah.
Perhaps the locket is a reminder for Mia to cherish the memories she has of her mother, even as time goes by.
That's a beautiful interpretation. It seems like every detail in this story is carefully chosen to convey a deeper meaning.
Absolutely. Okay, let's continue and see what other surprises Christmas morning holds for the Ferguson family.
Okay.
Anna appeared moments later, her robe tied snugly around her,
Okay.
as she carried a tray of steaming cocoa. She paused in the doorway,
Okay.
her gaze softening at the sight of the children's joy. Then from somewhere deeper in the house came the unmistakable sound of tiny paws against the wooden floor.
Oh, no.
A small, fluffy white puppy bounded into the room,
Oh, wow.
a red bow tied clumsily around its neck. Sam let out a shriek of delight, scooping the squirming ball of fur into his arms.
I bet he did.
"Snowball!" he cried, the name spilling out before anyone could object.
Oh, how wonderful. Sam's wish came true.
It seems like Santa was listening after all. But I have to say, the sudden appearance of a puppy does raise some questions.
Such as.
Where did it come from? Who brought it?
Well, this is a Christmas story after all. A little bit of unexplained magic is to be expected. But I think the bigger point here is the impact this puppy has on the family. Remember, Sam wished for a puppy likely as a way to fill the void left by his mother's passing. Now, on Christmas morning, he receives this incredible gift that brings him immense joy. It's as if the universe itself conspired to grant him this wish and bring a little bit of light back into their lives.
That's a great point. It highlights the power of hope and the idea that even in the darkest of times, good things can still happen. Okay, let's see what happens next. The puppy licked his face eagerly, tail wagging so furiously it blurred.
Ah.
Henry appeared in the doorway, his smile broad, despite the faint shadows of grief that still lingered in his eyes.
Yeah.
He carried the last gift, a carefully wrapped box adorned with pine sprigs, and a note in Eleanor's familiar handwriting.
Oh, wow.
Setting it beneath a tree, he caught Mia's eye and gave her a small nod.
It seems like Eleanor had one last Christmas surprise for her family. I wonder what's in that box.
I'm dying to know, too. But notice how even in her absence, Eleanor is still managing to orchestrate the magic of Christmas for her family.
Yes, and it emphasizes the idea that although our loved ones may pass on, their love and influence continue to shape our lives.
Absolutely. Okay, let's pause here for a moment and take a break. We'll be back shortly to unveil the mystery of Eleanor's gift and explore the final heartwarming moments of the Hearth of Evergreen Lodge. Welcome back to our deep dive into the Hearth of Evergreen Lodge.
Yes.
We left off with a puppy named Snowball, bounding into the room, and Henry carrying in a mysterious gift from Eleanor.
Right.
I'm so curious about that gift.
Me too.
What's in that box?
Yeah.
Well, let's find out. The family gathered around the tree, their laughter mingling with the crackle of the fire and the distant hum of the wind outside.
Okay.
Henry watched his children tear into their gifts, their faces alight with happiness.
Ah.
Snowball barked, dashing between wrapping paper and ribbons, his energy infectious.
I love that.
The chaos was comforting alive, and Henry felt a warmth in his chest that he hadn't thought possible.
Yeah.
As the morning stretched into afternoon, the family settled by the fire with their cocoa, their gifts scattered around them like a tapestry of joy.
Okay.
The glowing ornament on the tree began to hum again its soft melody, filling the room. The children fell silent, their eyes wide as the golden light spilled forth once more. This time, the images were not just memories, but visions of hope. Future Christmases yet to come. They saw themselves older. The lodge still glow with love and laughter.
Okay.
Mia, now a young woman, helped Sam string lights on the tree, while a graying Henry stood proudly by their side.
Yeah.
Snowball, now a full-grown dog, lay contentedly by the hearth.
Oh.
There were new faces, too,
Okay.
friends and family who had joined them, filling the room with warmth and joy.
Oh, that's nice.
When the light faded, the family sat quietly, each of them lost in thought.
Yeah.
Mia was the first to speak, her voice soft but steady.
Okay.
Mom wanted us to know, she said, her fingers brushing the locket at her throat. She wanted us to see that we'll be okay, that we'll always have each other.
Oh.
Henry swallowed hard, his gaze fixed on the glowing ornament.
Okay.
She gave us this gift, he said, his voice low. A reminder that the magic of Christmas doesn't end. It grows with us. It's in the memories we cherish, the traditions we carry, and the love we share.
I love that.
Anna reached over, placing a hand on his arm.
Okay.
And she's still with us, she said gently, in all of it.
Those visions of the future are so reassuring, aren't they? It's like Eleanor is sending a message of hope and resilience to her family, letting them know that even though she's not physically present, their lives will continue to be filled with love and happiness.
Yes, and it's interesting how these visions build upon the earlier theme of cherished traditions. The future Christmases they see aren't filled with extravagant gifts or elaborate decorations, but rather with the simple joys of family, friends, and shared traditions. It reinforces the idea that the true magic of Christmas lies in those human connections.
Absolutely. It's a reminder that we don't need material possessions to experience the joy of Christmas. It's about the intangible gifts of love, laughter, and togetherness.
Exactly. Okay, let's see how the story wraps up. The afternoon stretched into evening, the snow falling softly outside as the family lingered by the fire.
Okay.
They sang carols, their voices harmonizing with the wind, and shared stories of Eleanor, their laughter ringing clear and bright.
Yeah.
Snowball curled up at their feet, his small snores blending with the warmth of the moment. As the first stars appeared in the night sky, Henry stepped outside.
Okay.
The world was quiet, the kind of silence that felt sacred.
Yeah.
He looked up at the heavens, the stars glinting like tiny beacons against the velvet dark.
Wow.
A sense of peace washed over him, deeper and more profound than he had felt in months.
I bet.
Returning inside, he found Mia and Sam fast asleep on the couch, their heads resting against Anna's shoulders. The ornament's light had dimmed to a faint glow, its melody now a soft hum like a heartbeat. Henry sat down beside them, his heart full,
Okay.
For the first time in a long while, he felt not just the weight of Eleanor's absence, but also the fullness of her presence.
Yeah.
She was there, in the warmth of the fire, the laughter of their children, and the enduring magic of the holiday they had built together.
That's beautiful.
And so, as Christmas night settled over Evergreen Lodge, the Ferguson family found themselves wrapped in a moment that was both timeless and fleeting, a moment that spoke of loss of love and of the unyielding hope that carried them forward.
That ending is so beautifully bittersweet. It acknowledges the sadness of Eleanor's absence, but also highlights the enduring power of love and the resilience of the human spirit. The Ferguson family has found a way to honor her memory while still embracing the joy and magic of Christmas.
I agree. It's a powerful reminder that even in the face of grief, we can find moments of peace, beauty, and connection. And sometimes those moments are even more meaningful because they're tinged with a touch of sadness.
Well said. It's a reminder that life is a tapestry of both joy and sorrow, and that embracing both is what makes us human.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into the hearth of Evergreen Lodge, what are some key takeaways you hope our listeners will remember?
I hope they'll remember that the true magic of Christmas lies not in material possessions, but in the love we share with family and friends. And that even in the face of loss, the spirit of the season can bring comfort, healing, and a renewed sense of hope.
Beautifully said.
Yeah.
And I hope our listeners will be inspired to cherish their own holiday traditions and to find ways to keep the memories of loved ones alive in their hearts.
Me too.
Well, this has been a truly heartwarming and insightful journey. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into the hearth of Evergreen Lodge.
Just my pleasure.
And thank you for tuning in to Kringle's Christmas Stories, brought to you by www.kringleschristmas.com. By the way, do you have your Commons Choice Premium Reindeer food? You can order yours today at www.kringleschoice.com.